Did you know that you will be able to watch Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield Direct in 4K at 60 frames per second? Now you know, so let's check where and when to watch it. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So the hype surrounding Xbox Game Showcase and Starfield Direct is through the roof. And I don't blame people. I mean, Microsoft seemed to be very confident. Aaron Greenberg keeps tweeting out all that good stuff about the show, that get ready. And, he actually did say in one of his tweets that, he's not going to be tempering any expectations this time around. So that tweet got people very excited. And you know me, I always keep my expectations at this medium level because, I rather be pleasantly surprised than, disappointed, if you know what I mean. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure that this show is going to be very good at least because Forza is going to be there. We know that already. Although I don't think they're going to show a lot of Forza because they did confirm that there's going to be Forza monthly direct like 2 days after the show, so where they will actually show a big chunk of gameplay. So they may show us a quick teaser, trailer, release date probably trailer during the game showcase, and then talk about this game in more detail during that Forza Direct, right? I mean, that's my expectations, but that show 2 days after the main show has been confirmed. By the way, not sure if you know, I didn't talk about that. I forgot about it really. There's going to be after the, I think they called it after Xbox show or something like that. So 2 days after that main show on Sunday, so Tuesday, I guess, there's going to be another show where they will be, well, I guess talking about these games in more details. Expect some, interviews with developers. I think last year they did that, or maybe 2 years ago, where they had that after show, if you know what I mean, right? So yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot of content, Xbox content. So tomorrow we're going to get Games Fest, Summer Game Fest, and there's going to be some Xbox content there, and obviously a lot of multi-platform games, maybe Mortal Kombat, Alan Wake 2, and that Infernal, that shooter with these kind of superpowers and stuff. I forgot the name of it. I'm actually looking forward to this game. This game is based on Unreal Engine 5, by the way. So yeah, so we're going to have Summer Game Fest. Then we're going to have Xbox Game Showcase, Starfield Direct shortly after, literally straight after. Then we're going to have Forza monthly with more Forza Motorsport gameplay, and we're going to have that after this Xbox Game Showcase. After show was, I don't know how they call it really. So yeah, anyway, so enough of me rambling about that. Let's talk about the main show because we've got some good news about it. So this is official webpage, news at news.xbox.com, Xbox Wire basically. And they talk about the game showcase. So obviously we've got times. What time does Xbox Game Showcase begin? So Sunday, June 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and 6 p.m. UK time. So that's actually fantastic time for me because that's going to be like 7 p.m. Central European time. So that's great. Like I won't have to lose any sleep over that show, if you know what I mean, right? So that's great. What does Starfield Direct begin? Immediately following the Xbox Game Showcase. So like get ready, get the popcorn ready. So there's not going to be any breaks, basically. So, by the way, they don't really mark any dates, but I've heard that the main show is supposed to be around 90 minutes, and Starfield Direct around 20 25 minutes. That's what I've heard, right? So, generally speaking, get ready for like 2 hours shows, because there's going to be 2 shows, right? The main show and Starfield direct after. Oh, by the way, so now you will be able to watch at YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, I think TikTok as well, although they don't. I mean, that was last year, I guess. But this is very important. Please note the youtube.com/Xbox and youtube.com Bethesda streams will be in 4K at 60 frames per second, while all other channels will be 1080p 60. So this is a big change in comparison to last year, because last year the main stream that pretty much everyone tunes into was 1080p 60, and then they did a re-upload in 4K 60. So, like in previous years, I would watch the show, but then I would watch it again in 4K just to get, or at least segments that I was interested in, just to, get the better graphics, because it's not even about resolution per se, because 1080p can look good too, but these streams usually were of a very low quality, so very low pixel rate, right? So there's high, low, there's 1080p low and high pixel rate, right? So 1080p can look good and bad. So, but obviously because it's going to be in 4K, the pixel rate is going to be higher anyway. So we will just get much better image quality. That's great, because you watch these trailers and you want to have great quality. You don't want to see these artifacts and kind of stuff which you get with low bitrate. So that's very good and big change, because that actually I guess what I'm trying to say is that first impression really counts. And yes, you can go back and rewatch it again, but it's not the same. And with a lot of these games, like those small details, you really need a good quality stream or good quality video to actually notice them, right? And all of these games usually just look much better in 4K after the show. So now we're just going to get basically everything in 4K. So if you've got, probably do 4K TV or 4K monitor, just get yourself ready for a high quality stream, which is great, because that's the way to show these games basically, right? Now they also talk about local languages, so there's going to be subtitles. Probably we will be providing subtitles supporting the following languages, so we can check it yourself. There's Polish, Persian, even Macedonian, anyway, Croatian, Czech, Danish, anyway. So yeah, and I think that's it really. There's more details. Oh, by the way, there it is. That's what I was actually looking for. So this is the second extended stream. That's how they actually call it, not after show. Yeah, I just made that up basically. But the show is real, as you can see. Will there be an extended stream? Yes, Xbox Game Showcase Extended will air on Tuesday, June 13th, starting at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern time, and 6 p.m. UK time. So pretty much the same time that the original show, but obviously 2 days later. The show will feature in-depth interviews focused on the news from our Xbox Game Showcase, as well as game updates from our partners. As this show will air live, the broadcast language support will be limited to English, German, blah blah blah, right? So you can check that yourself. There's some also information about FanFest. So yeah, you can check it yourself. I will leave the link to this article in the description below, so you can check all that information yourself. So yeah, guys, fantastic news. There's going to be, next next 7 days is going to be packed with a lot of streams, because don't forget, we're still going to get, on top of all these shows, so Summer Game Fest tomorrow, Xbox Game Showcase, Xbox Game Showcase Extended, Forza Monthly, and that gameplay reveal later, 2 days later too. We're going to get Ubisoft event. Capcom event is, I think, on 12th, so Monday if I'm not mistaken. And I may be missing one more show. So there's going to be a lot of news to cover. A lot of shows to watch as well. So yeah, it's going to be like, it feels like E3. And I know that E3 is no more. They canceled E3 officially, but you know what? Who cares? Like, to be honest with you, I understand that people that used to attend these shows, like, themselves, I guess they may be missing on that, but because like back in the days, like everything was basically crammed in one place, where now like all these streams may be in different places, so you cannot really attend all these. I mean, you can attend all of them, but sometimes you may be forced to travel, so that's not very convenient. While with E3, everything was in like not necessarily one place per se, but in one city, if you know what I mean, right? You still had to travel between the booths sometimes, because like Microsoft would have their own show in like a separate camp or something, and you would have to take a bus or drive a car or something. So anyway, that doesn't matter. It is what it is. E3 is no more, but we still got these shows, and that's great. So guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section below what you think about it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.